Everyone, this is Roxx talking about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Let me bring up one point. Whenever you watch Mike Tyson box, he's very agile. He does this bob and weave that keeps punches away from him, out of his face, out of his body. He stays close to land a lot of uppercuts, and he's just quick. But then when you watch Jake Paul fight, not against Mike Tyson yet, but when you watch him fight, he's a big kid, but he looks like he's holding a lot of water weight. And beyond that, he has basically negligible footwork. And he doesn't really do much of a great bob and weave. Part of that is due to his size. He's about 6'2", or 5'10", depending on who you talk with. But the fact of the matter is that he's just not that quick. He does have some good punching power, but it's so far only against minor level threats. He's not fighting elite fighters. He keeps on talking about how in 2 years he plans to win the WBA boxing title or championship. And I can't see how that will work when he's already had 2 knockdowns by 2 boxers who are professional boxers. And it's just curious to see how far he can go like that, because strength training is fantastic and skipping rope is fantastic and beating up a punching bag or one of those little punching bags is good training as well. But unless you have a lot of ring experience against particularly much more powerful opponents who are faster, that do bob and weave, that know how to circle around, then there's not a lot going on right there. So it's curious to see with Mike Tyson, who's 67, almost 68, and Jake Paul 27, almost 28. When Mike Tyson had the WA boxing championship at 20 years old. So this guy's an old pro. This guy's a pro, and you can take the fight away from the dog, but you can't make the dog not know how to fight. And that's basically what's going to happen here in my personal prediction. Now, if Jake Paul can learn to keep Tyson away for up to 3-4 rounds, it's very possible that Tyson could get tired out, because this is his first professional boxing match in quite a while. And Jake Paul has been active, but active against what? Second tier, third year boxers? Whereas Mike Tyson's last fight was against Roy Jones Jr., who was a star back in the day. And yeah, that match was a little shuffled to make it more of a spectacle, and it was a whole lot of body shots, and I get that. But still, Roy Jones Jr. would still be a threat, because he used to fight guys like Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson used to fight guys like Roy Jones Jr. So this is going to be fascinating to see how it works, and how much footwork, leg work, jabs, body shots, headshots, and how each boxer sets up what they're going to do to make themselves the most impressive that they can during that match. But one thing's for sure, Mike Tyson has fought heavyweights, the hardest hitters in boxing during his career. However, he's 57, 58 now, and Jake Paul has not fought heavy hitters, and the few times he did, he lost. You cannot possibly be a good boxer with lazy footwork or bad balance, or an inability to predict what kind of shots are incoming, or to notice when a person leaves themselves wide open. You gotta be professional. One thing that can help is being left-handed, because you'll be jabbing with your right, and most people don't. Usually jab with their left and then follow up with right hooks or just a solid headshot. But one thing's for sure, you also need timing. And don't be afraid of moving around. Sometimes a person thinks that the person in the middle who has their opponent more or less kind of really close to the ropes, people think that that person is in a dominant position. That's not necessarily the case at all. Heck, moving around could even make your opponent dizzy. So it's really important to know how to move legs, fake a shot, and recognize the opportunity that you have right when you have it, because you can literally lay somebody out just like that. You can put them on the canvas just like that. And if it's UFC, get them on the canvas, and once they're on the canvas, just ground and pound just like that. It can happen really quickly.